Good evening, everybody. Tonight I wanted to talk to you about, is this narcissism? Some believe that it is psychological, some believe that it is spiritual. And I am a person who believes it's both. But this is a spiritual orchestration that is really controlling this. It becomes a personality disorder because of a thing inside them that's controlling them. So, what I wanted to get at is a few things for the people who don't believe that this is a spiritual issue. I have to ask you, what do you even believe in the spirit realm first? And then I want to ask you, do you believe in demons? Because if you don't, then that's a whole nother topic. But if you do, then my next question is what would you expect a demon and a human to look like? Much worse than this? Because just because they may not have taken somebody out doesn't mean that they can't do it in the future, or that they just haven't done it because they don't have the ability to and get away with it. It has to do a lot of times with their ability of who they can influence and the amount of power and control that they have and the reach that they have. A lot of these guys don't have the ability to do the things they really truly would do if you had the power in their hands. But then my next question is were you ever in a relationship with one of these individuals? Because a lot of us have, and a lot of times when you get nasty notes online, it's because it's coming from individuals that are of the same. They're narcissists. So I have to ask you, how do they line up completely with the Satan of the Bible? Exactly. Satan is fake. They're fake. They imitate and fake all the way through the relationship. They don't love. Satan doesn't love. They're insatiable with their appetite for lust. So is Satan. We can even see things in their eyes and in their faces. And then you might deny that as well. Even their voices can change. They're completely backwards from humanity. And I don't know how you answer that one, because you know that anything that is good, the backwards of it is evil. And we've experienced it. I don't know about the naysayers, but we have experienced it. And when even back in the day, you used to backmask evil music, for instance, it would speak correctly, because that was the opposite of the way we speak. It's backwards speaking. They come to you because you have good energy, and they have to get rid of their negative energy for all the evil that they're doing. They have put people in the grave. They have put people in psych wards. They have destroyed people's lives to where they have absolutely nothing. No self-esteem, no people around them, and nothing financially. It's not even a psychological issue to some degree. They call it a personality disorder. These individuals can turn it on and turn it off, which means that they can control it. A psychological issue wouldn't work exactly like that. They refuse to get help, and they don't want to change. Generally speaking, they like who they are. They break people's hearts, and they don't even give a damn. They scheme, lie, pathologically. They can never tell the truth. The narcissist can never tell the truth. They only will let you accept any kind of outstanding achievements for anything as long as they had something to do with it. Other than that, they're going to destroy you for it, belittle you for it, put you down. They smear your name. They trade love for adrenaline. They're sadistic. They get off on other people's pain. They're malignant. They are Machiavellian. They have no conscience, a lot of them. They never deal with any issues that cause any kind of shame in their life. They view themselves as being perfect all the time. And if you slight them in regards to their perfection, they rage out or silent treatment you. They smear your name and destroy you. They have several relationships going always at the same time. They just come to you to draw fuel off of you and finances, to steal, kill, and to destroy, just like their father, the devil. And after they're all done, they don't care. Actually, they're actually happy about it. They feel power and control over you. And then the moment They discard you. In most cases, they'll discard you, or you discard them, and then you finally go back and you repair your life, and these fools stalk you and lie and manipulate to come back to do it again. So you got to ask yourself, who do you believe in? They don't even believe in God. In fact, they believe they're God. They blame shift, project, triangulate. They will cheat with your brother or your sister, your mother or your father. I mean, really, your neighbor, your friends. This is common. They like everything evil. They have nothing but addictions. And they only care to satisfy their lustly flesh. That's it. They avoid all accountability. They have no loyalty. The betrayal runs so deep, it's to the point to where it's anybody and everybody that's known them for a period of time. They betrayed family, friends, flying monkeys, or love partners. I mean, how much worse does it get? A lot of them run on a covert level with your energy. The places of the brain where it doesn't turn on is the love centers, the creativity centers, and places like where you have common sense. It's because of what's inside them, y'all. This is the Romans 1:20 through 31. They seared their hearts and their minds and given up to their lewd, lustful fleshes, man. And psychology comes up with a term for or a situation to where this is either your fault or somehow your codependence or you being naive. And it's like the narcissist gets the green light. They never ever get treatment unless forced to, or to seduce you into taking them back. And then when they do go to treatment, they blame you or the therapist if they can't get them on their side through their manipulations. They're copycats any which way you look at it. Their whole life is fake. They have no personality. They have no inner person. And then we have Ephesians 6, which talks about that we're not wrestling with humans. When you wrestle, especially to this level, it's inhumane, y'all. Everything about them is weird. Weird is always associated with evil. Every term that is related to the narcissist is evil. They compile all this stuff insidiously so that you almost can't even pinpoint it. And then they do it to isolated sources so that when y'all go out there and if once you're destroyed and you try to speak to somebody, nobody will believe you. So in humanity, we all sin, we all fall short, we all do things. Some believe in God, some believe in some other God, some believe in nothing. But to act like this is at a whole nother level. And these are the same people that are destroying the world. Even in the biblical narrative, everything to the right is blessed and the left is cursed. It just so happens that the anatomical right is where that brain is shut off. That's because Christ sits to the right hand of God the Father. That's why the nets, when they were thrown to the left, didn't catch anything. The right, they caught so many fish, they almost sunk the ship, y'all. That's why they bless with the right hand. They eat with the right hand, wipe their butt with their left. And no, if you're left-handed, you are not cursed. It's just a motif, an ensemble, that most of these controllers in this world system happen to just be left-handed as well. But that doesn't make you cursed. Now, this anatomy with the brain thing, that's a whole other story. But never can be accountable for anything. They control you. You're their property. When you're sick, they leave you and cheat on you, dupe you. Duper's delight. That's another smirk you can't do anatomically. But they do it. Psychology would say that we're seeing it wrong. That assassin stare that you get when you turn around and they're stalking you and you catch them. That's a crooked, creepy thing, man. They can never be alone, but we're the codependent. Most all are the embodiment of witchcraft, if not all. But we're the problem. They're the abuser, and you were the one being abused, but they blame shift that all on you. I was going to speak on why would the narcissist come back to you, but I kind of got sidetracked because of that video I put out. It caused a lot of ruckus. And I got a lot of nasty notes. But that adrenaline, man, they even go take you to horror movies and thrillers. I remember I'd sit there when I was with my ex-wife, I'd be looking at the floor, y'all. I didn't want to even be there. And I remember telling myself, man, after I left that relationship, that I will never date anybody that likes horror movies. But they like horror flicks and they like thrillers because it gets their adrenaline pumping. To these people in these mega centers that go out on stage and they may teach something or tell you something, they're also, you gotta understand, these evil people would be projecting onto you, and you know what projection is. So you gotta be careful, man. When you got, between 10,000 and 60,000 people in some stand somewhere and you're projecting onto them some sort of evil message, it's not good, y'all. Because if they're there to accept it, to absorb it. And this is the world we live in. Things are not as though they seem. Isn't that what it says? Anyway, have a good evening.